Hello, guys. Very good evening. I'm Shubhabrata Nayak, and I have sent you one of the phonetics Google form link. Um, and I believe, most of the students have done it. And it's my job also. Um, at the end of the day, I would like to discuss those of the questions and would tell you that what are the answers of those of the questions which I have given in this particular link. Okay, so this is the Google Form link of phonetics in which we find out a variety of questions, and this particular uh, subject is from +3 second year third semester students, mm, whose exam is going to held on 13th of March 2023. So let's proceed the test and see that whether your teacher who have prepared these questions will be able to do it or not. Well, it's a phonetics. Let me start with my email ID, lecture.in.english@gmail.com. Okay, so this is the email ID. Now, let's proceed with the first question. So the first question is stated here. Uses of certain turns of phrase and anomalies in the use of a syntactic structure, which is the typical of the way English is spoken in India. तो अगर देखा जाए तो इसका पॉइंट आउट ये कहा जा रहा है कि मीन्स कुछ फ्रेज एंड inconsistency use of syntactic structure. So syntactic structure मतलब होता है, you can say that the structure of the sentence, जो कि typically इंडिया में जो लोग हैं वो इंग्लिश को इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज को यूज करते हैं. तो देखा जाए, so what does it try to say that while speaking English in India, people use certain phrase and also use some inconsistency use of language. So and if they use it, then it has a name. What is the name of that? So उसका नाम क्या है? तो उसके ऊपर ही हमें आज डिस्कस करना है. तो कौन सा ऑप्शन हो सकता है? तो लेट मी पॉइंट आउट, यहाँ पे आपका ऑप्शन दिया गया है vocabulary, then pacing. Vocabulary, we know that words and their meaning. Pacing का मतलब होता है speed. Indianisms, इसका मतलब होता है believe in Indian system. Fluency, जो लोग अच्छे से fluently कोई लैंग्वेज को बोल पा रहे हैं. And the second one is called as a chunking, right? So chunking. सो चंकिंग का मतलब क्या होता है? मीन्स जैसे कि कोई भी ग्रुप जो कि जिस हिसाब से वो लैंग्वेज को यूज करते हैं, लैंग्वेज को मीन्स और जिस हिसाब से उनका कंसेप्ट होता है, जिस हिसाब से वो मीन्स लैंग्वेज को प्रेजेंट करते हैं, तो उसको चंकिंग कहा जाता है. नाउ अगर देखा जाए तो ये इंडिया के इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज स्पोकन के ऊपर बोला जा रहा है, तो ये पर्टिकुलरली इंडियनिज्म होना चाहिए. ठीक है. नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट वन. द नेक्स्ट वन इज कॉल्ड एज द मेथड ऑफ varying द स्पीड ऑफ योर स्पीच. द मेथड ऑफ varying द स्पीड ऑफ योर स्पीच. सो यहाँ पे अगर देखा जाए तो इस क्वेश्चन का मतलब होता है कि वैरायटी ऑफ मेथड जो कि यूज किया जाता है while you are speaking और while your means speed of your speech. तो उस हिसाब से देखा जाए तो ये स्पीड के ऊपर पॉइंट आउट कर रहा है, तो इसके लिए इसको पेसिंग कहा जाए. ठीक है. देन द 3rd one is called as a uh, 3rd one is called as a, 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 3rd one is called Third one is the ability to be understood by both native and non-native speakers of the language. One's ability to express their thoughts coherently and logically in complete sentences using appropriate vocabulary and without hesitation. So, what you call to it? So, what does it try to say? Now, आपका जो समझने का जो एबिलिटी है, जो मीन्स कोई एक लैंग्वेज को वो चाहे नेटिव लैंग्वेज हो या नॉन नेटिव, राइट? सो भले ही आप नेटिव हो या नॉन नेटिव हो, सो सॉरी, भले ही आप नेटिव के साथ बात कर रहे हो या तो नॉन नेटिव स्पीकर के लैंग्वेज को समझ रहे हो, लेकिन आपके अंदर वो एबिलिटी है जिसके ज़रिए आप क्या कर रहे हो, कोई एक आइडियाज़ को, थॉट्स को क्लियरली एंड लॉजिकली समझ पा रहे हो और बोल पा रहे हो विथ आप प्रॉपर वोकैब्युलरी एंड मीन्स विदाउट एनी हेजिटेशन, मतलब आपको कोई नर्वस या ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, आप क्लियरली बोल पा रहे हो। तो इसको हम क्या कहेंगे? फ्लुएंसी ही कहेंगे। Then the next one, it is the common error. There are many more than that one can think of. It is the common error. There are many more than that one can think of. जैसे कि यहाँ पे एक एग्जाम्पल दिया गया है, that is called as adjectives to show intensification. Adjectives to show intensification. curly है, तो ये एक एडजेक्टिव्स है, राइट? पर्टिकुलर वर्ड दिया गया है, कर्ली है, तो दैट इज समथिंग विच इज नोन एज अ मीन्स कॉमन एरर, जो कि मिलता है, मीन्स यू वुड फाइंड आउट अमोंग द पीपल। एंड ये जो प्रॉब्लम है वो वोकैबुलरी प्रॉब्लम है, जिसको हम मीन्स समटाइम्स रिपीट कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज कर्ली है, vocabulary problem. Then it is called as when any new information is given, the noun carries the stress in the sentence. So कोई भी अगर नया इंफॉर्मेशन दिया जाता है जिसमें नाउन जो नेमिंग वर्ड है वो स्ट्रेस लेता है, और द नाउन कैरीज द स्ट्रेस इन द सेंटेंस। सो जब आप सेंटेंस बोलते हो उसमें जो नाउन है उसको हम स्ट्रेस मीन्स उसके ऊपर हम चिल्ला के और कॉल्ड एज मीन्स वी आर गिविंग स्ट्रेस टू इट। स्ट्रेस का मतलब होता है गिविंग इम्पोर्टेंस और फोकस इनटू इट। जैसे कि मीट मिस्टर वाइट, मीट मिस्टर वाइट। सो आपने मीट को तो मीन्स वर्ब है, सो जिसको आपने जितना पॉइंट आउट या स्ट्रेस नहीं दिया मिस्टर वाइट के ऊपर, उतना स्ट्रेस दिया, तो उसको हम क्या कहेंगे? सो ऑब्वियसली ये जो स्ट्रेस वाला चीज इंटोनेशन एंड स्ट्रेस में है। What changes meaning? So this is again a very simple one. That's something called as intonation and stress को ही refer करता है. Then which one is not the importance of chunking? यहाँ पे आपको पूछा गया है कौन सा वो ऑप्शन है जो चंकिंग इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ चंकिंग के बारे में डिस्कस नहीं करता है। तो पहला स्टेटमेंट ये है, इट इज बेटर टू पॉज आफ्टर स्ट्रेस्ड वर्ड। Pausing can change the meaning of a sentence. The scope of an adjective can be changed depending upon the pausing. तो ये तो चंकिंग में है। जब भी आप बोल रहे हो, कोई एक वर्ड को स्ट्रेस दे रहे हो, तो उस टाइम आप थोड़ा पॉज हो जाओ, राइट? उसके बाद सेकंड, अ कन्वर्सेशन इज मेड मोर मीनिंगफुल एंड क्लियर एंड हेल्प्स वन टू लर्न टू थिंक एंड स्पीक इन कंप्लीट फ्रेज। ये भी सही है। कन्वर्सेशन इज मेड मोर मीनिंगफुल एंड क्लियर। सो जब आप बातें करते हो किसके साथ, राइट, तो उस टाइम पे जो आपका क्या है, मीन्स कन्वर्सेशन है, राइट, वो मीनिंगफुल एंड क्लियर अगर है, वो हेल्प करता है किसी को मीन्स समझने के लिए, और कोई अच्छे से बोल भी पाता है फ्रेज को, तो ये चंकिंग में है। द स्ट्रेस्ड वर्ड्स डू नॉट टेंड टू बी नाउन्स एंड वर्ब्स जनरली, ये गलत है। सो द स्ट्रेस्ड वर्ड्स डू टेंड टू बी नाउन्स एंड वर्ब्स जनरली, तो यही होना चाहिए, नॉट नहीं होना चाहिए। The pitch, frequency, length, and intensity help to add additional and variable meaning to a given statement by deliberately placing the main stress at the beginning or in the middle of a chunk. ये नहीं होगा. Next is called as a drop down at the end. So example दिया गया है, describe the city in which you live. So drop down at the end. So on the basis of the kind of a definition and example यहाँ पे दिया है, describe the city in which you live. तो यहाँ ये एक what do we say that, ये चॉइस बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है या यस और नो क्वेश्चन है या क्लोज एंडेड क्वेश्चन और ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चंस। सो हम कह सकते हैं कि ये एक ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चंस है, ठीक है। सो डबल एज क्वेश्चंस नहीं, डबल एज क्वेश्चंस तो हु व्हाट विच से शुरू होता है, एंड क्लोज एंडेड के बारे में भी डिस्कस करेंगे। नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट वन, द रिदम सिग्नल्स द लिसनर that it is his turn to respond. Example, will they finish the project before March? So ये एक will they finish, so ये एक yes or no based question है, ठीक है, because your answer will be yes or no. Then they have a rhythm, that usually ends with a downward drop, right? So example like what Indian customs do travelers find intriguing? So obviously WH based question hai. The peach will go up on the first choice and down on the next choice. So example, do you want a yellow or an orange t-shirt? So we can say that it is a kind of a question which is putting like a choice based, right? So because you have been given a choice like yellow or orange, so it can be called as a choice based questions. Now the next one, begin with a lower pitch. Begin with a oh, hmm. Begin with a lower pitch and usually end in a rising pitch. Example, have you been here before? So if I talk about this one, यहाँ पे भी आप अगर देखोगे, so ये एक have you been here before? It's called as a close-ended question. So identify the word that's stressed on second syllables. ये तो मेरा favorite है. So इसमें अगर देखा जाए हम कोशिश करेंगे मीन्स कंप्लीट करने की. So यहाँ पे दिया है identify the word that stress on second syllable. So second syllable यहाँ पे क्या है? If you go from the left side onwards, so it is called as a second syllable because E is given in the first syllable, second syllable. In between S is given. So again here you will find out decide. So because हमें पता है कि vowel sound at the end में अगर होगा that cannot be pronounced. So in that case C, G, okay, then O, R, fine. तो ये तो दो syllable वाला verbs है, most two syllable verbs दिया है, तो ये हो सकता है. तो ये ग्राफिक जियोग्राफिक, नो ये नाउन है. टू अंडरस्टैंड, टू ओवरफ्लो, बैड टेम्पल नहीं, ये आपका सेकंड सिलेबल में नहीं है. डेमोक्रेसी ये भी नहीं है, ठीक है. सो आपका आंसर ए होना चाहिए. सो नेक्स्ट वन इज कॉल्ड एज आइडेंटिफाई द ऑप्शन that have compound words with the two parts. So if you observe that for compound verbs, the stress is on the second part. For compound adjective, the stress. तो इसका मतलब verbs, adjective and nouns तीनों के तीनों यहाँ पे होनी चाहिए. So which one we can find out here? So verbs, adjectives, nouns, right? Identify the option that have compound words. Compound words, graphic, geographic, nahi, democracy, dependability. Stress is on the second part. For compound adjective, okay. To understand, to overflow, bad tempered, okay. Old fashioned, blackbird, greenhouse. So ये सारे यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं. Graphic, geographic, geologic, television. So here you won't find out the verbs. Democracy, dependability, photography, geology, critical, no. To present, to decide, to begin, to export, only verbs, no adjectives and nouns. Now, next is called as identify the option that have stressed on anti-penultimate syllables. So, अगर anti-penultimate कहा जाता है जो कि third from end, right? So, democracy, A-O-M-E or A-O-E, democracy. So ending with CY, TY, PHY, and GY. So this gives you the kind of a means a hint here, right? So on the basis of that, we can say uh, this one is not carrying with CY, TY, PHY, and GY. This one also not. This one is not. Then this would be the answer. Identify the option that have stressed on penultimate syllable, right? Identify the option that have stressed on penultimate syllable. Penultimate equal to second from end. Words ending with ik, shun, and shun. Sun and shun. So look into it where ik, shun, and shun is there. No. Geographic is there, geographic is there, geologic, television is there, and revelation is also there. So this could be, this one is no, no, I see in SION and TION. So we have gone to the right one. What's with more than three syllables? So what's with more than uh, three syllable? So if I talk about what's with more than three syllable, again we come to the syllable based question. So अगर तीन से ज्यादा sounds होते हैं तो उस word को हम polysyllabic कहते हैं. Monosyllabic एक है, bisyllabic दो है, and trisyllable तीन है. So one syllable is called as a monosyllabic, right? So what's with the two syllables? It's called as a what's with two syllables? It's called as a bisyllabic word, isn't it? So and what's with three syllable? It's called as a trisyllabic. So um, next stage called as a syllable is one unit of sound in a word. True, right? Because एक syllable एक sound को ही refer करता है. Identify the option the B or P is pronounced, right? Okay, जहाँ पे आपका B और P pronounce होता है, right? उसको हमें identify करना है. तो कौन सा वाला हो सकता है? तो cupboard, cupboard, photo, photo, for sound is coming, right? Receipt, receipt. So again, for sound, debt, lamp, climb, no, receipt, right? Again, psychology coming. So obviously we can find out that and she cannot be. So Cambridge rubbed and the label will be appropriate. Okay, next stage. Identify the minimal pair consonant sounds given below from the option. If you look into that, मीन्स यहाँ पे मिनिमल पेयर हमें ढूंढना है, राइट? मिनिमल पेयर मतलब मीन्स किसमें मिनिमल पेयर का डिफरेंशिएशन है. सो इरेजर बिजनेस, नो. इरेजर बिजनेस, सो सर एंड ज. रिजर्वेशन, डिसीजन, right? We can find out cha and ja is there, cha and ja is also there. After, involve, for and ver is there, and of and of, very, very, think, this. So we can find out these are the sounds. But minimal pair means that called as a means beside this per and ver, we also find out means whether there is any other sound is also connected or not. Let's say that patter, batter, per, ber, other letters are same. Time, dime, ter, der is same. And other letters are ter, der, both sounds only. Class and glass, rope and rope. So this could be the correct one. Back, bag. Again, you find out lots of differentiation. Now, next is called as a two vowel sounds placed near to. Right. Okay, two vowel sounds placed near to each other within the same syllable. Right. Two vowel sounds placed at nearby to each other within the same syllable. So when you say that two vowel sounds placed at near to each other within the same syllable, so what we can say here, so we can say that it's a diphthongs, isn't it? It's a diphthongs. Now again, you would find out the next one is called as I'll consider a vacation, placement, payment, like facial, baseball are the examples of what? Again, diphthongs, right? A sunshine, crime, behind, bright, guide, style, shy are the examples of again diphthongs, right? It's called as again oil, soil, oyster, and ploy, stoic, um, boister, boys, and coin are also called as a diphthongs. Next, it's called as if you talk about beer, sure, uh, then fears, pioneer, stir are the examples of. If you talk about them, they are also considering as a diphthongs, right? Uh, so beer, chair, clear. Okay, what happened? Uh, beer, chair, careful, scared, flare, share, where are the examples of. Um, you can also consider that they are also diphthongs, isn't it? Now, tour, pour, um, yeah, tour, pour, cure, quill, shore are the examples of. Uh, if you talk about them, they are also diphthongs, right? Now, moving to the next one, that's called as a flander, around, cow, couch, loud, prowl, ouch are the examples of. Again, the symbol itself is indicating that it's a diphthongs. So, ghost, postcode, stole, boast, joke, low are the examples of. Uh, if you observe the sign symbol, so that's also indicating to the diphthongs as per the book picture. Next is awesome, awful, caught, origin. Four belong to which vowel symbol? Now we came to the vowel symbol, right? So this one, know your the who and okay, this one. This one is called as awe, awesome, awful, caught. Okay. Now coming to the next one, heels, phonics, devious, heels, phonics, now devious, leader, preacher belong to which vowel symbol? So it's called as a E sound. So this not, uh, this is a, no, this will be heels, phonics, devious. Hmm. Next, if I go for the next one, stir, pearl, first, hurt, shirt, bird, learn, burly, mirth, right? So a sound is coming out. So this will be referred as stir, pearl. So in that case, this would be called as a appropriate sound, a symbol. Identify the lateral consonant. So when we talk about lateral consonant, so we find out here uh, uh, lateral consonant is la. So la, w, r, and la. So leperson, fallacy, and choral. Yeah, that would be the correct one. Identify the option which is not semi-vowels. So when you talk about semi-vowels, what do we find out? Which is not the semi-vowels. So y is there, r is there, and W is also there. So then obviously la is not, because la is a, we consider that as a lateral consonant. Identify the option which is or are producing nasal sounds produced with help from nasal passage. So nasal sounds are called as a m, n, right? So is rest, stins, blaring, triangle. So notorious, lunatic, Valentine, mystical. So all of the above. Then it is called as identify the option which are affricate, which is or are called as affricate. The combination of plosives and fricatives. Identify the option which are called as affricates, the combination of plosives and fricatives. That's something called as a sudden sounds, right? So like m, no, ma is not. Ma is a that called as a nasal sounds. So j and ch, yeah, j and ch. Next, fricatives are produced when the two parts of the mouth force air through a small space, therefore creating audible friction. We have how many sounds? 9 sounds, right? So, because you have a bilabial, dental, then alveolar reeds, like this, you have a 9 sounds. Any sound that produces variation is called a voice sound. Identify the option that produces voice sounds. Mm, So if you say that voice sound produced by burrs, burr, because it vibrate, no, burr is a voiceless. Any sound that does not produce vibration is called as a, oh, sorry, not burr, burr. Burr, duh, g are what? What kind of, whether they are aspirated or non-aspirated. So when you talk about aspirated and non-aspirated, so burr, duh, g are non-aspirated plosives. Then Potterker, obviously, it's called as the aspirated one, isn't it? So because these are the, you can say that 6. Then you will find out the next one. The sounds per, b, m, w, both the lips are used to, per, b, m, w. Both the lips are used to produce the sound and therefore they are called as a bilabial sound. So bilabial means it's called as both the lips are used to produce the sound. Yeah, bilabial. Bilabial consonant, 2 lips. Okay. Next it's called as the sounds t, d, th, and the are produced when the tip of the tongue touches the teeth. Tip of the tongue touches the teeth. It's called as the sound t, d, th, and the are produced when the tip of the tongue touches to the teeth. So obviously it is called as dental consonant, tongue and teeth, yes. The sounds bh and f are produced by placing the upper teeth of the lower lip. So upper teeth and lower lip, right? Upper teeth and lower lip. That called as a b, p, right? Which is known as a labiodental consonant, lips and teeth. Next is called as the sounds s, z, t, d, n, r, and l are produced when the tip of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge, right? So if it is called as alveolar ridge, so the obviously idea will be alveolar consonants. Next is called as these sounds. Okay. Uh, These sounds, g and k, are produced when the back of the tongue touches the volume. Right. Back of the tongue means you will find out not that the tip of the tongue, आगे वाला टंग का टिप नहीं होता है, पूरा पीछे का जो बैक ऑफ द टंग वो टच करता है वेलम को. वेलम मतलब हार्ड पैलेट के पीछे जो है, राइट. तो उसको हम क्या कहेंगे, मीन्स ग्लॉटल कंसोनेंट कहेंगे, है क्या? हाँ, टंग एंड वेलम सब पार्ट ऑफ द पैलेट. सो नेक्स्ट यहाँ पे आपका है दीज साउंड्स य are produced when the blade of the tongue touches the hard palate. J, j, g. So, j sound is produced when the blade of the tongue touches the hard palate. G, right? J, 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 like that. So, in that case, what we call to it, we call to it as a palatal consonant. Tongue and palate both are touched to each other. So that is all. I hope I have given all these questions answer. And let's see that. Okay, it comes like select all images with cars, cars, and cars. Then after cars, here also car, car. Then verify. Yep, your response has been recorded. Let's see my view scores. 49 out. Okay, somewhere I did mistake or what? 49 out of 50. Where did I make mistake? Okay, so all the answers have been given. Where is the, okay. A syllable is one unit of sound in a word. Okay. It means it is a correct answer, but answer is not provided. Okay, fine. So I do understand. It's a true. Actually, I have given all these questions answer and 50 out of 50. So you could consider that a syllable has or is one unit of sound in a word. Minimum is called as a one syllable sound, right? One syllable. Uh, one syllable is one unit of sound in a word, right? Fine. That's all for the day. I hope you understood. You also corrected. You please practice these questions again and again so that you will get the help and you memorize all these things. That's all for the day. Thank you. I wish your means, SEC exam will do excellent on 13th March, Monday. Thank you. Hmm.